What's going on, good people? It's your boy Iceberg. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. We're headed into the weekend. It's going to be a rainy off and on weekend here. Start of football season. I know a lot of people got that going on, but it's a great time to be growing some stuff in your garden. So I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to take a look at the seedlings we have growing in the greenhouse. If you've been following me on the journey, you know we got our fall seedlings growing in the greenhouse right now. So we're going to turn the camera around, take a look, and see how all of them are doing. Okay, so looking in our greenhouse, as we know, we have two different, we've planted two sets of seedlings. So they're on two different schedules. So I'm gonna start with the ones we planted first. So starting right down here on the left, we have our Brussels sprouts here. And you see, we thinned them out already. We have nice seedlings growing in each cell. Everything is looking nice and strong. The next row is our kale, same thing down the entire row. Everything is looking strong. All of our seedlings are looking good. We're not got nice good space in between them, so we can get hopefully a couple of seedlings out of each tray. Moving on, we have our cauliflower. Again, everything is thinned out, everything is strong, looking good. Stuff has space to grow. We're not seeing any issues, no pests or anything like that. Let's get this leaf out of here. But that's what we want. We want our seedlings to look good like this. Next in line, we have our cabbage. Again, they're all looking good, thinned out, growing stronger. Leaves are getting bigger. Look at that leaf right there. And then on this row, we have our lettuce, our gourmet leaf lettuce on the left, and then our romaine lettuce on the right. Again, all of our cells looking good. So these seedlings over here, everything is looking good. Our leaves are getting bigger on everything. So this is exactly what we want. Give them a few more weeks and then they'll be ready to go in the garden. Moving over to the other side, these are more seedlings we planted at the exact same time. Starting over on the left, we have our purple top white globe turnips. So as you see, everything is looking good, just like the other side. Next, our 7-top turnip. Everything looking good. This entire tray here is our cabbage, our collards, our heading collards. So as we can see, there's 1 or 2 in each one of our cells. And then here on the left, we have our spinach. And this is Bloomsdale spinach on the left and Giant Noble spinach on the right. So as we see, all of our spinach is looking good. We actually planted those good and didn't have to thin those out any. So all of our first row of seedlings, all of our first batch is looking pretty good. We're gonna move on up to the top and see our second batch that we just planted about 3 days ago. So 3 days ago on Monday, we planted this second batch of seedlings. And we're already getting some germination and some sprouts popping up. So starting in the back, we have our celery back here. Nothing germinating yet on the celery. That's fine. We're only 3 days in. Moving up, this is mustard. We're already getting some germination on our mustard. Mustard. Same in all of our cells for our mustard. We're getting a little bit of germination in all of our mustard seed cells, so that's a good sign. Up here on the front, these are parsley. No germination yet on our parsley. That's fine. Moving over to this side, next row, these 4 up front are eggplant. No germination yet on those. Actually, yeah, no germination yet on those, which is fine. These next 4 back here, bok choy. And as you see, we have little sprouts coming up on all 4 cells of our bok choy. And then in the back, these 2 are snow peas, no germination yet. Moving over here, these are black turtle beans, no germination on those. Blue Lake bush beans, no germination. Actually, we're starting to get a little bit of germination right there. As you see, by tomorrow, you'll be able to see that. That's on our bush bean. This is pinto beans here, nothing there. Same thing here. We're starting to get a little bit of germination on that one. So this one here and this one here, we're getting a little germination. This is a bush bean in the back, and this is a pinto bean here. This is a top crop bush bean. I'm not exactly sure what kind of bean this is going to produce. No germination yet, but that's fine. And then this front one is a sweet Spanish onion. No germination yet, which is fine. And then we have one more tray down here. So these two are our sugar snap peas, no germination. And these two are our bouquet dill, no germination yet. But again, all of these were just planted 3 days ago. And we know that the time that it takes for seeds to germinate is different for different species of crops. So it's okay that in 3 days we don't have germination yet on a lot of these cells. But as you see on some of them, we already do have some sprouts popping up. That's what we want on different things. It's going to take some of these others a few more days, and I'm well aware of that. But you'll see here soon, all of these cells will be full with stuff growing out of them. We'll have to come back later and thin all of these out, just like we did on these over here and these over here. So this is not the end of the journey. We're just in the very beginning stages of the journey here for these new seedlings. And I want you all to come along for the journey with me. So make sure you get yourself something planted, get you some seeds in the soil, and just like that, you'll be right along on the journey with me. We got a couple more things to check out downstairs. So we're gonna go down there, take a look at those, and then we're gonna get y'all out of here. So if you've been following along, you know that in our seedlings from upstairs, the one thing that we failed to mention are our pumpkins. And here are our pumpkins that we transplanted. We've already transplanted these because, as you can see, these seedlings and saplings are much larger than any of the other ones that we planted at the exact same time. So there's 4 of them right there. Over here is 2 more in our 5-gallon bags. These will probably definitely stay here, while some of the other ones may end up getting transplanted again to somewhere else. Possibly, we'll see how they go. And then we have a few more over here on our ledge, also in larger containers. So we have our pumpkins transplanted already, and as you can see, they look to be doing well. They're strong, they have room and space to grow, kind of similar to the way that our honeydew and our cantaloupe and our cucumbers grow in our containers on the ground if you're looking at our spring and summer crops. So these may come in and take up some of the same places that we see some of our cantaloupe and cucumbers and those things growing in space. But as you see, they're in containers, so they're in different soil, because we probably wouldn't want to plant those two behind each other in the same soil. But here you go. Here's our pumpkins for our fall seedlings. So hopefully you got you something planted. Come join us on our fall seedling journey and get you something growing in your garden as well, good people. Until next time, this is Iceberg. Salute.